Well, good Thursday morning. Of course, we've been dealing with some rain showers across South Central, but there is some good news in the forecast for all of us here over the next several days, really starting this afternoon as we begin to see these clouds break away across the region. You can see taking a live look outside, still holding on to those overcast skies, though maybe even some low-level areas of some fog across parts of South Central. But the overall trend is those clouds will clear out. You can see since this morning, we are going to continue to hold on to the clouds for the first part of this morning. Those will stay with us into the afternoon and then gradually begin to break away towards the late afternoon and early evening hours. We're currently sitting at just under 9 inches of rainfall for the entire, really precip, I should say, for the entire year. That's from January 1st through July 19th. That does not take into account what we've seen for this morning, but we're currently sitting at the 5th wettest year through July 19th. So that kind of gives you an idea of just how wet we've been across South Central. But like I said, good news is heading our way. We've got 62 degrees in Fairbanks as well as McGrath. Now most of the rain beginning to shift a bit more to the west, out towards the Aleutians as well as southwest Alaska along the slope. It is going to be a warm one today. I would not be surprised if we see temperatures warm into the 70s both today and tomorrow for parts of the Arctic coastline. So that's where we're going to really begin to see some of that abnormal warmth. Out towards southeast, catching a break with the rain, and then that rain is expected to arrive overnight into the weekend, and that is going to set the stage for a very wet weather pattern for southeast. For now, you can see across South Central, we're seeing that rainfall that we did see this morning as it continues to pull off towards the west. It is falling apart. We're still seeing that cloud coverage, though, this afternoon. The bulk of the activity we're going to deal with today is out towards western and southwest Alaska. The Yukon Delta, out towards Bristol Bay, Bethel, Dillingham, easily seeing upwards of an inch, if not more, of rainfall into the nighttime. But let's get ahead to the sunshine expected to make a return to South Central. You can see towards the afternoon hours, late afternoon, really going to begin to see those clouds breaking away, warming our way back into the mid-60s. So today's still going to be a cooler one compared to what we typically see for summertime standards. But what we're going to watch through the remainder of the day, notice how those clouds begin to break away. We're going to be calling it mostly clear to partly cloudy skies through the overnight hours. That rain out west going to try to make its way into South Central, but it falls apart, and that's largely due to two areas of high pressure that's going to nose itself across the state, and that's going to lead to the warmer and drier and, yes, sunnier conditions for parts of South Central. So the precipitation chances for the next 7 days, you can see outside of this morning, we really stay on the drier side. Now, next week, we are going to reintroduce some showers. More in the way of isolated showers can be expected. And this is primarily going to be driven by our daytime peak heating. So thinking more out towards the valley, the Copper River Basin, foothills of the Talkeetna Mountains. This is where we're going to see that better potential for showers as well as thunderstorms as we welcome in next week. Which means, hey, if you're going to get outside and get in the garden, maybe mow your lawn or just go for a hike, you have the go-ahead for the next several days. Today, probably not a good day to water those plants. Starting tomorrow and on into next week where we're seeing that sunshine, yeah, that's going to be a nice time to get outdoors and take care of any plans that you do have. So we're in the 60s today, mid to upper 70s as we welcome in the afternoon hours for the interior. You can see the slope expected to warm into the 50s and the 60s. And again, an outside chance we could see some 70s. We did see Utqiagvik reach a high in the 70s yesterday, which was the warmest Utqiagvik has been this early in the season since about 1999. So abnormal record warmth occurring across the slope, and then out towards southeast again, we've got those temperatures warming into the 70s. So that 7-day forecast, you can see, I think it's something we all will get behind. 68 degrees Friday as well as Saturday. More Midtown, East Anchorage into the valley as well as the Copper River Basin. This is where we're going to see those temperatures warm into the 70s. And we've officially climbed into the 70s 3 times this year. The most previous was earlier this week. And then you can see those clouds do thicken up, becoming mostly cloudy next week, but largely staying on the dry side outside of that peak daytime heating, leading to some showers and storms that could fire across the region. So get outside and enjoy it. This is going to be an extended break from that rainfall. We're not done with the rain. As we welcome in August, there is signs that we could see more rain heading our way, but for now, for at least the next 7 days, we are going to stay on the dry side outside of those daily afternoon showers and storms that begin next week. This weekend, though, is going to be beautiful. A stark difference from what we saw last weekend. So yes, we're sitting up under those overcast skies right now with some areas of fog, but those clouds, they will begin to break this afternoon, and then that sun will shine through. Of course, we'll have more on that coming up on the noon show, as well as 4 p.m. and into the evening news. For now, enjoy your Thursday and the sunshine heading our way.